What's going on, y'all? Congrats. You're now watching the greatest course that has ever existed. I am Bitcoin Benito, and I truly appreciate you for being here. So, if you knew me personally, you're probably one of those people who begged and pleaded and insisted that I make a course about Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Well, congratulations. I'm here to introduce you to one of the greatest investments that has ever existed, and it's called cryptocurrency. So you may be asking, what exactly is Bitcoin? And am I too late to get it? And have I missed my golden opportunity? The short answer is nah, you haven't. This is a new technology that no one really knows that much about. Only about 1% of the population actually owns Bitcoin or even knows how to acquire Bitcoin. The first thing that you need to know is that this is about to increase dramatically in size. Every single year is going to double and then double again. So it's going to go from the 1% that it is right now to the 2% next year, and then 4% the year after that, and 8% of the world's population will actually own Bitcoin and other types of cryptocurrency. Now, if you're watching this course, I'm sure you've heard a lot about crypto. I'm sure you've heard about NFTs. I'm sure you heard about different type of aspects. It's all over in the news. It's all over on Bloomberg and CNN and different things like that. And you might be afraid that you missed the boat. Listen to me. I'm here to ease your fears. You haven't missed the boat. You haven't missed the boat at all. There's still a lot of time for you to still get on this cryptocurrency train. It's going to still dramatically increase in value throughout the entire 2021 year. And as the years go on, it's going to go up and down, kind of like a roller coaster, but don't worry about it. The eventual arc points up and to the right. It's actually completely amazing. In 2021, the number of investors, the institutional investors that are going to invest into this is going to be so dramatic. The amount is going to be absolutely insane, so ridiculous. Don't believe me? Do a quick Google search right now. Type in institutional investors crypto or institutional investors Bitcoin. You'll see a list of Fortune 500 companies that want to invest in Bitcoin. They want to invest in other cryptos such as Ethereum and Chainlink. By the way, those are the three main cryptos that you need to invest in. The amount of returns is unlike any other industry that has ever been created. Listen to this. In the past 10 years, Bitcoin alone has returned an investment of 1 million percent. 1 million percent. That's a number that's so crazy that it's hard for the human mind to even understand. The short and end of it is that it's worth a whole lot of money. Another question that you may be asking yourself is, why should you trust me? Some guy named Bitcoin Benito. That's not even your real name. I'm just on the internet spitting random words, and I'm saying everything that I believe that I researched on this topic. But of course, you don't know me from anywhere. Why should you believe all the things that I'm saying? I mean, first of all, you're not wrong. Um, and the second thing that you need to know is that I've made crazy returns on my investments. I guess I'm not supposed to talk about how much money I make, but I made crazy returns on my investments over the past couple years in this space. And the strategy of how I'm going to tell you to do the same is pretty much worth its weight in gold. All of these strategies, by the way, can be found for free on the internet. But the problem is that it takes forever for you to research that. It's going to take forever for you to find the right website, figure out which website is correct, figure out which website is just trying to sell you something, a free course like I'm doing right now, or figure out which websites will actually tell you what you need to know to make money. It's going to take hours and hours and hours to do this. And it's a stress and you don't have time for that. Maybe you have kids, maybe you have a family, maybe you have a full-time job, you're working 40, 60, 80 hours a week. You don't have time for that. Don't worry, I'm doing a shortcut for you right now. Okay, so you want to know a little bit about me. I graduated a couple years ago with a bioengineering degree from the University of Maryland. Fear the turtle. That's it. I love my school, but that's a weird slogan. But anyways, even though I had a bachelor's degree in the medical field, it was hard for me to find a job that was both engaging and paid well. The ones that paid well, they were boring as hell. And the ones that were engaging, they paid like peanuts. It was a waste of time. I would have stayed for years and years and increased my pay rate, but I just didn't feel like I had it in me. I just didn't feel as if I wanted to do those jobs. Um, and I had a lot of student loans that I had to pay back. I had a lot of obligations. I had to pay my rent. I had to pay credit card bills. You know how college is. You have so many credit card bills that you have to pay. And that's why I decided to switch my focus to software development, to software engineering. I went to a boot camp for about 6 months, and it was very intense. It was very stringent boot camp. They pounded the software development lifecycle practices into us, and I pretty much became a Android and iOS developer through those means. It was very interesting. I loved it, and in fact, I'm still a software developer today. I do the software development as my side hustle, but my main focus, of course, is cryptocurrency. That's where the vast majority of my income and the vast majority of my wealth is right now. It's in cryptocurrency. Crypto is my main boo, is my main shorty. And the vast majority of my wealth comes from there, honestly. So I first heard about this in about 2015 when I read about it in a couple magazines. They were talking about the blockchain, the cryptocurrency, this, what's this Bitcoin or the coin of bits or whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess that's cool. It sounds amazing. It sounds interesting. I actually heard about it. It was a prison inmate that actually wrote down a ledger or a database in his composition notebook of different things that he would trade with people, like cigarettes, and he would trade cigarettes for honey buns and different things like that. So that's really where it started, and I just heard so many good things about it. Um, I got into it. It was cool, but it wasn't until I started hearing a lot more rumblings about it again. And the rumblings were dramatic. And this was in 2017 that I decided to put my entire focus into the cryptocurrency space. Okay. Unfortunately, I got completely burned in 2017 because I just rushed into it. I FOMO'd into it. It was exuberant. It was exciting. The price of Bitcoin went from $650 a year ago to $20,000 in the span of literally a couple of months, actually. So it was the most amazing, dramatic thing I've ever seen. And I FOMOed into it. I threw all my money at the top. And this is around the time that your brother, your sister, your mommy, and your auntie and them heard about them too. So I joined the train just like the rest of them. The problem was that I didn't know how to handle it properly. I didn't know how to sell it at the right time. I didn't know how to buy it at the right time. It was a rough and brutal time for me. And if I could go back in time, honestly, I would do it all over again. But you know what? It's okay. The idea is that you learn from your mistakes. I'm here to tell you that you will learn from my mistakes. You will also learn from my successes because even during the interim from like 2000, the late 2017 to now in 2021, I've been accumulating, I've been making money, I've been selling here, buying there, switching to different type of crypto assets, different cryptocurrencies, learning the latest technologies and pretty much which languages are used and different things like that. I want it so that you don't have to go through the negative aspects that I went through. Okay. I want you to enjoy all the fantastic results from the great lessons that I'm about to teach you. When I got into cryptocurrency in 2017, I became completely obsessed with it. I would study it for 16 hours a day, every single day until I mastered it. That may sound like a maniacal amount of dedication. And honestly, you might be right. But the good thing is that now I can give this information to you and you can learn so much from me during this time. I went through the crazy things so that you didn't have to do it. So you're asking, okay, Benito, good job. You're hyping it up. You're making it a big deal. Is it really that big of a deal? All these course learnings that you're going to tell me, did I just waste my money buying this? The answer is no. Okay. I'm going to show you exactly so many different aspects, so many different steps that you can take and the ins and outs of every single part of cryptocurrency. Okay. So what am I going to be talking about? I'm going to be talking about this strange word called blockchain. What exactly does blockchain mean? I'm going to be talking about cryptocurrency technology. What does the crypto part in cryptocurrency mean? We're going to talk about how you can get started, how you can get your money on the exchanges such as Cash App and Coinbase Pro and Gemini, different exchanges like that. I'm going to also teach you how to sell it and how to sell it after you buy it. I'm going to teach you how to buy it. After you sell it, I'm going to teach you how to take the crypto and your monies, your US dollars, off the exchanges and put them back into your bank account. Because let's be honest, this is a true revolution and there's a lot of things to learn and there's not that much open education of how to do these things. But listen, I know there's underlying technologies to do this too. The cryptocurrency asset, the cryptography, mathematical aspect is very interesting. But let's be honest, we're all here to make money. We're not here for the philosophical reasons. We're here to make dollar bills, to be very honest. And honestly, I feel the same exact way. That's 100% of the reason why I'm here. I agree with you. It's okay. And if you want to be holier than thou, that's okay with you. However, money is something that is very important to all of us. So let's focus on that. You want to help the poor people, you need money. You want to change the laws, you need lobbyists. And in order to pay for lobbyists, you need money to pay for their billable hours. I'm going to go through so many other aspects of crypto, such as your frequently asked questions. I'm going to calm down all your fears that you may have in regards to crypto. We're going to discuss how to take advantage of the volatile market because Bitcoin and crypto is a very, very volatile market. I'm also going to teach you how you can hold it forever or how you can sell it. Like I said previously, there's different ways to hold it forever where you have the own custody of your own crypto assets. We'll discuss the many different coins that there are. We'll discuss DeFi, which is short for decentralized finance. And we're going to talk about how it's going to upend the entire business industry, the entire banking industry, the entire financial industry, in short. It's wild. Okay, listen to me. The bank stealing your money because, they do have insurance on your money, but it's only a tiny amount of $250,000 by the FDIC. And if you're thinking to yourself, how can you say $250,000 and tiny in the same sentence? You'll see as soon as I show you how much crazy gains you can get. $250,000 will just seem like a regular amount. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but come on. This is pretty much what's almost guaranteed to happen. I'm also going to talk to you about crypto technologies that I guarantee you've heard about called NFTs, the artwork, the digital artworks that you can sell and buy that are going for hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. There was one that sold, the famous one by Beeple, that sold for $69 million. He's one of the first ones to do that. I'm going to show you why it is impossible to duplicate that art. Even though you can take a picture and you can take a screenshot of it, technically you can't duplicate it. The same way you can take a screenshot or a picture of the Mona Lisa, but you can't duplicate the original Mona Lisa. Now, I know you're thinking, so does that mean that everything is rainbows and butterflies and cupcakes? No, that's not the case. I'm going to show you the other parts where you need to avoid, such as option trading, or especially if you don't know exactly what you're doing, and how you should be very, very careful or just completely avoid it entirely. I avoid it entirely myself. I'm going to discuss about how crypto technology has infiltrated the pop culture with memes and different trends. And most importantly, I'm going to have a conversation about how you can discover new cryptocurrency assets yourself. I can give you the fish or I can teach you how to fish. We all know that knowledge is priceless, right? So I'm going to give you so much information, not only just from me, but from many different experts, many different papers, many different videos, and even other courses. I want you to be exposed to as much knowledge and expertise as humanly possible. I want you to gain as much data, and most importantly, I want you to gain as much money as humanly possible. Honestly, at the end of this course, I want you to be able to implement every single aspect that I'm teaching you. I want you to take everything that I'm teaching you right now, go home, do some research, buy the crypto, sell the crypto, buy the NFT, sell the NFT, research with it, play around with it, and become a better investor than me myself. I will not allow you to fail. Seriously. You're not going to be broke anymore. It's not allowed. It's not in my dictionary anymore. I'm serious. Sorry, not sorry. So if any of these topics are confusing to you right now that I've said, don't worry. I'm going to go into grand detail to explain every single tiny aspect of everything that I'm saying. Okay? All right, let's get this.